From Dreamboats to Dads, 20-plus handsome TV icons from the 1,970 seconds, 1,990 seconds, then and now. Rewind to the era of Michael J. Fox's time travel quips and Sam Elliott's cowboy swagger. These 20 TV icons of the 1,970 seconds, 1,990 seconds lit up screens with unforgettable roles. Ready for their 2025 transformations? Dive into our then and now journey for their modern triumphs and timeless vibes. Tony Curtis. Step into the spotlight with Tony Curtis. 1,925. The silver screen heartthrob whose charm lit up the 1,950 seconds and 1,960 seconds. Back then, his piercing blue eyes, jet black curls, and athletic build made him a sensation as the roguish Sidney Falco in Sweet Smell of Success, 1,957, and the cross-dressing musician Joe divided by Josephine in Some Like It Hot, 1,959, blending screwball comedy with undeniable allure that earned him an Oscar nod and a place as Hollywood's ultimate playboy. Though he passed away in 2010 at 85 from cardiac arrest, Tony's legacy endures through his vibrant paintings displayed at the Metropolitan Museum of Art and in films like Spartacus, 1,960, where his rugged intensity shone. Father to Jamie Lee Curtis, he left behind a trailblazing career and 6 children, forever the elegant rogue of classic cinema. John Larroquette. Let's court some laughs with John Larroquette, 1,947, the quick-witted prosecutor who ruled the courtroom with sly charisma. In the 1,980 seconds, his tall frame, sharp features, and devilish grin defined Dan Fielding on Night Court, 1,984, 1,992, a role that snagged him 4 straight Emmys for his smug, womanizing antics amid the show's zany chaos. Now, in 2025 at 77, John's silver hair and seasoned poise bring Fielding back in the reboot Night Court, 2023-2025, blending nostalgia with fresh humor. A Broadway Tony winner for How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, 1,995. He's also a devoted husband to Tracy Kennedy since 1991, father of 2, and a New Orleans native who championed sobriety after his own battles. Martin Sheen. Now, meet Martin Sheen, 1,940, the everyman activist whose intensity fueled iconic screen rebellions. During the 1,970 seconds, his brooding dark hair, soulful eyes, and raw vulnerability captivated as the haunted Kit Carruthers in Badlands, 1,973, and the tormented Captain Willard in Apocalypse Now, 1,979, earning BAFTA nods for his visceral portrayals of moral ambiguity. In 2025, at 85, Martin's white mane and wise gravitas shine in advocacy, penning op-eds and Capitol Hill speeches for healthcare workers' rights. A 3-time Emmy winner for The West Wing, 1,999, 2006. He's a proud father to Charlie and Emilio Estevez, married to Janet Sheen since 1961, and a lifelong champion of social justice from Vietnam protests to modern climate action. William Devane. Buckle up for William Devane, 1,939. The Silver Fox schemer whose gravelly voice commanded power plays. In the 1,980 seconds, 1,990 seconds, his chiseled jaw, steely gaze, and commanding stature dominated as the ambitious Greg Sumner on Knots Landing, 1,983, 1,993, navigating corporate intrigue with ruthless charm that made him a soap opera staple. Today, in 2025 at 86, William's silver hair and enduring intensity lead as President James Heller in 24. Live Another Day, 2014, and NASA chief in Interstellar, 2014. A Broadway vet and Hitchcock alum from Family Plot, 1,976. He's a family man with son Billy co-owning a restaurant, living in California while breeding horses and voicing timeless authority. Burt Reynolds. Time to Reminisce with Burt Reynolds, 1936, 2018. The Southern rogue whose bad boy allure was simply irresistible. In his prime during the 1970 seconds, 1980 seconds, he dominated the small screen with his iconic mustache, chiseled physique, and sly grin, shining as Wood Newton in Evening Shade, 1994, and crossing over from his blockbuster Smokey and the Bandit, 1977, where his daring, adventurous swagger made him a symbol of rugged masculinity, earning a Golden Globe for Evening Shade. Though he passed away in 2018 at 82 from a heart attack, Burt's silver-haired, bearded charisma lives on through his Oscar-nominated role in Boogie Nights, 1997. His legacy endures with a charitable foundation and documentaries like The Bandit, 2016, celebrating the thrilling life of Hollywood's legendary playboy. William Shatner. Beam aboard with William Shatner, 1931. The bold explorer whose baritone echoed through the stars. In the 1960 seconds, 1990 seconds, his tousled hair, piercing stare, and dynamic presence as Captain James T. Kirk on Star Trek, 1966, 1969. And its films launched a franchise, blending heroism with philosophical depth across 79 episodes. Now, in 2025 at 94, William's white hair and spry energy defy age. He debunked health rumors on Instagram, celebrated his birthday in New York, and voices Wild West on Family Guy, 2019, 2025. A memoir author and equestrian. Reconciled with ex-wife Elizabeth since 2020, he's a father of 3, proving legends boldly go where no man has gone before. Michael J. Fox. Let's time travel with Michael J. Fox, 1961. The boyish inventor who charmed a generation. Back in the 1980 seconds, his tousled brown hair, infectious grin, and wiry energy electrified as Marty McFly in Back to the Future, 1985, 1990, and the quippy Alex Keaton on Family Ties, 1982, 1989, earning 3 Emmys amid grueling double-duty shoots. In 2025, at 64, Michael's silver hair and resilient spirit inspire as he returns to acting in Shrinking Season 3, promotes his book Future Boy, and leads the Michael J. Fox Foundation after his 1991 Parkinson's diagnosis. Married to Tracy Pollan since 1988 with 4 kids, he received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, turning adversity into advocacy. Ted McGinley. Surf into Ted McGinley, 1958. The golden boy who dodged the shark jumper label with effortless cool. In the 1970 seconds, 1980 seconds, his sun-kissed blonde hair, chiseled abs, and roguish smile made waves as Roger Carstairs on Happy Days, 1980, 1984, and Jefferson Darcy on Married, with Children, 1991, 1997, blending jock charm with sarcastic wit across cult hits. Now, in 2025 at 67, Ted's silver-streaked hair and affable vibe shine as Derek on Shrinking, 2023 present, earning Emmy buzz. A SAG Awards regular and father of 2 with wife Gigi Rice since 1991. He laughs off his final season curse while directing episodes and embracing fatherhood. Bill Cosby. Revisit Bill Cosby, 1937. The comedic genius whose warmth built TV empires in the 1970 seconds, 1980 seconds. Then, his twinkling eyes, booming laugh, and paternal ease as the host of Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, 1972, 1985, taught lessons through animated adventures, evolving into the Emmy-sweeping The Cosby Show Family Man, Today, in 2025 at 88, Bill resides in seclusion post-legal battles. His vast art collection and Philly estate anchors to a $400 million fortune. A trailblazing Grammy winner with 72 honorary degrees, many rescinded, he's a grandfather reflecting on innovation amid controversy, his influence on black comedy echoing eternally. Tim Allen. Tool Up with Tim Allen, 1953. The grunting everyman whose DIY disasters became comedy gold. In the 1990 seconds, his burly build, mischievous smirk, and gravelly voice nailed Tim Tool Man Taylor on Home Improvement. 1991, 1999. Spinning mishaps into family wisdom with a Golden Globe win. In 2025, at 72, Tim's salt and pepper beard and wry humor drive shifting gears on ABC. A father-daughter auto shop tale echoing his car passion, voicing Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story sequels, and starring in the Santa Clauses 2022 present. He's married to Jane Hodgduck since 2006 with 2 daughters, channeling conservative roots into relatable laughs. Harry Hamlin. Clash swords with Harry Hamlin, 1951. The mythic hero whose chiseled allure conquered fantasies. In the 1980 seconds, his flowing dark locks, piercing blue eyes, and sculpted physique enthralled as Perseus in Clash of the Titans, 1981, and the suave Michael Cusack on L.A. Law, 1986, 1994, blending heroism with legal drama for Golden Globe nods. Now, in 2025 at 73, Harry's silver mane and refined elegance grace in the Kitchen with Harry Hamlin, 2023-2025, and guest spots like 80 for Brady, 2023. Married to Lisa Rinna since 1997 with 2 daughters, he's a sobriety advocate, cookbook author, and entrepreneur selling his famous Bolognese sauce. Ken Berry. March into Ken Berry, 1933. The song and dance captain who brought joy to Frontier Follies. In the 1960 seconds, 1970 seconds, his boyish grin, athletic grace, and tap-dancing flair shone as Captain Wilton Parmenter on F Troop, 1965, 1967, and Sam Jones on Mayberry RFD, 1968, 1971, infusing rural life with musical charm and Emmy-worthy warmth. Though he passed in 2018 at 85, Ken's legacy dances on through Mama's Family, 1983-1990, reruns and Carol Burnett specials. A twice-married father of 2 adopted kids, he left behind a vaudeville-honed career, from Vegas stages to heartfelt family comedies that still tickle the funny bone. Ed Marinaro. Huddle Up with Ed Marinaro, 1950. The gridiron star turned tough cop charmer. In the 1970 seconds, 1980 seconds, his rugged Italian features, broad shoulders, and intense stare-tackled roles as Officer Joe Coffey on Hill Street Blues, 1981-1986. After NFL stints with the Vikings, blending athletic grit with Emmy-nominated drama. In 2025, at 75, Ed's silver hair and commanding presence guest on shows like Blue Mountain State, 2009-2011, reruns. A Cornell Heisman runner-up and family man married to Tracy York since 2001 with son Eddie, he resides in Charleston, SC, coaching youth football and cherishing his Ivy League to Hollywood pivot. Peter Falk. Just one more thing with Peter Falk, 1927. The rumpled sleuth whose squint ensnared killers. In the 1970 seconds, 1990 seconds, his gravelly voice, disheveled trench coat, and glass eye quirk defined Lieutenant Columbo on Columbo, 1971-2003, trapping suspects with 4 Emmys through feigned bumbling genius. Though he died in 2011 at 83 from dementia, Peter's legacy unravels in classics like The Princess Bride, 1987. As the storytelling grandfather, married twice with 2 daughters, his offbeat charm from Murder by Death, 1976, to Broadway continues to puzzle and delight, a posthumous Hollywood walk star shining eternal. Bob Newhart. Stop the presses for Bob Newhart, 1929. The deadpan psychologist whose pauses packed punchlines. In the 1970 seconds, his bespectacled everyman look, dry delivery, and impeccable timing as Dr. Bob Hartley on The Bob Newhart Show, 1972, 1978, redefined sitcom subtlety, earning 2 Emmys with surreal dream logic. Though he passed in 2024 at 94, Bob's whispery wit lives in Newhart, 1982-1990, and voice gems like The Rescuers, 1977. Married to Guinea Quinn for 60 years until her 2023 death with 10 grandchildren, his Grammy-winning albums, and that iconic phone bit finale ensure his gentle humor endures. Noah Weil. Scrub In with Noah Weil, 1971. The idealistic intern whose empathy anchored ER's chaos. In the 1990 seconds, his boyish curls, earnest gaze, and lanky frame humanized Dr. John Carter on ER, 1994-2009, earning 5 Emmy nods through addiction arcs and global missions. In 2025, at 54, Noah's silver-flecked hair and mature intensity lead as Dr. Robbie Rabinovich in The Pit, 2025, present. A real-time medical hit with 18 million viewers. A SAG board vet and Capitol Hill advocate for healthcare bills, married to Sarah Wells since 2014 with 3 kids, he directs Leverage, Redemption, while championing sensory-inclusive spaces. Patrick Swayze. Twirl back to Patrick Swayze, 1952-2009, the romantic dancer who swept us off our feet. In his vibrant 1980 seconds heyday, he captivated with long, tousled hair, a chiseled physique, and a warm, inviting smile, stealing scenes as Ori Main in The Renegades, 1982, and crossing over to iconic status in Dirty Dancing, 1987, where his sultry moves and bad boy with a heart charm as Johnny Castle sparked global adoration and a Golden Globe nod. Though he passed in 2009 at 57 from pancreatic cancer, Patrick's legacy thrives through his cancer research fund and timeless films like Ghost, 1990, which still reruns on TV, inspiring new generations with his resilience and enduring, soulful magnetism. Sam Elliott. Saddle Up with Sam Elliott, 1944, the laconic cowboy whose mustache whispered legends. In the 1970 seconds, 1990 seconds, his flowing hair, booming drawl, and weathered ruggedness roped in fans as Sam Damon in Once an Eagle, 1976, 1977, and the grizzled biker in Mask, 1985, defining Western grit. Now, in 2025 at 81, Sam Silverbeard and gravel timbre voice Wild West on Family Guy, 2019-2025, and star in Landman, Season 2. An Oscar nominee for A Star is Born, 2018. Married to Catherine Ross since 1984, with daughter Cleo, he ranches in Montana, voicing timeless Americana. Parker Stevenson. Dive into Parker Stevenson, 1952. The clean-cut sleuth whose boy-next-door vibe solved mysteries. In the 1970 seconds, his wavy brown hair, bright smile, and athletic build hooked teens as Frank Hardy on The Hardy Boys, divided by Nancy Drew Mysteries, 1977, 1979, cracking cases with Sean Cassidy amid heartthrob frenzy. In 2025, at 73, Parker's silver waves and poised elegance grace photography exhibits in guest roles like Baywatch, 1989-1990, Reruns, a Princeton architecture grad married to Sarah Auden since 2004 with 2 sons from ex-Kirstie Alley. He captures coastal scenes, blending detective days with artistic pursuits. Clint Eastwood. Encore with Clint Eastwood, 1930, the legend with piercing eyes and heroic grit. In his early TV days during the 1950 seconds, 1970 seconds, he drew crowds with his towering frame, jet black hair, and minimalist cowboy style as Rowdy Yates in Rawhide, 1959-1965, crossing over to iconic Dirty Harry roles in the 1970 seconds films, defining the Man of Steel archetype through intense action sequences and stoic toughness that earned him Oscar glory. In 2025, at age 95, Clint maintains his authoritative presence with snow-white hair and deep-set wrinkles, directing films like Juror #2, 2024. Living simply in Carmel, California, where he once served as mayor, he actively supports environmental causes and reflects on a storied career blending acting, directing, and philanthropy.